Hi, I'm gonna give you a glimpse into how Tony's brain works. So,
what did I do?
The Mare has anodized weld wheels. Well, it sat out in the sun for like 2 weeks. The wheels turned purple. Tony wanted to throw up in his mouth, and Tony was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go get them re-anodized. But if I'm gonna go get them re-anodized, I'm gonna go have beadlocks put on them. If I'm gonna have beadlocks put on them, I might as well narrow the rear end so I can get them like further in and tucked in. So if I'm gonna narrow the rear end, then I have to mini tub the car. And if I'm gonna mini tub the car, narrow the rear end, might as well completely redo the whole rear end.
The whole suspension.
The whole suspension, everything. Anti-roll bar, torque boxes, upper and lower control, like everything. The whole back side of the Grey Mare is going to be redone now because the anodizing on the rear wheels turned purple. That's how it's going. This is why we don't get a lot of stuff done. Because he goes overboard on everything.
Well,
in your defense.
In my defense, it's a Honda Weld Magnum, and it's 9 3/8 wide, which I want a bigger footprint for the tires, so I had them put the beadlock further out that way, which pushes the wheel out, which I can't have it look like a mini truck, you know, or 80s IROC. So Kelly's gonna narrow the end and move it in and mini tub it and do everything so it sits lower and more 60 foot.
So yeah, the plan with the Grey Mare is we are going to try one more time to beat our own record for the stock short block, and then it's getting a whole new motor built. We're still in search of a stock block, Mexican block, so we can build a whole new motor for it that isn't bored over as much as the one that's in it, so it can handle boost a little bit better.
The older one.
Huh?
The older one, not
the one that's in it. Yeah, the original Grey Mare motor that was in it during the wheelies and the fun stuff, and the reason that everybody knows about this car. Yeah, so the original Grey Mare motor that was in it when it did the wheelies and the fun stuff, that one is going in Trash Panda. Grey Mare is getting a new stock block 331
or 347, whichever.
Or 347, something. It's getting something. We haven't decided yet. Everything is getting some trick flow high ports so we can make all the power and push all the air into it.
High port the world.
High port the world. And then we're going to go after the stock block record. We already have the stock short block, which is not the same as the stock block record.
Wouldn't that be funny if we broke both records with the stock motor?
Ooh. I don't think we can. I don't think we can go 490s with a stock short block.
I don't know. You're over 100 pounds lighter than me. That should already be 1 or 2 tenths because it doesn't make a lot of horsepower. And if it's 60 foot, it's a half a tenth faster. That's 2.5 tenths. It's going to be like really close. I'm just saying.
This is how Tony's brain works. This is probably the start of Tony going overboard on a bunch of other things so we can try and break the stock short block or the stock block record with a stock short block. Anyways, we're going to Kelly's. Kelly is going to get started working on the car today, and we are going to go check it out.
Kelly Black GT.
Kelly, KH FabShack.
Yep.
Tony's known him since he was like 12.
Yep.
Tony was a creepy 20-year-old teaching a 12-year-old how to stick shift straight.
He was a 12. He's my little buddy.
He's a little buddy. Anyways, okay, bye. Hello! Since we're on the subject of the Grey Mare, it's a good time to tell you about the new giveaway that we're doing. We're giving away a wheelie! Not really a wheelie, just the most important ingredient to the recipe of a wheelie, which is Team Z Motorsports Grey Mare package. Our new giveaway is upper and lower control arms and an anti-roll bar from Team Z, which is the main reason that this car did all those cool wheelies back in the day. If you remember, you know, forever ago, back in Tony's prime. Remember when this thing used to be cool with a stick shift? The giveaway goes on from today, February 10th to March 10th. You can get entered by making any purchase on our website. Any item will get you an entry. So if you buy 5 items, that's 5 entries. If you buy 1 item, that's 1 entry. Deadline is March 10th at midnight hour time, so it might give you a few extra hours if you're East Coast. We understand that not everybody has a Foxbody, so we are offering a $500 cash option. So if you win and you don't want the parts, you can go for the cash option of $500. So go to missmav.shop, get anything on the website, one item, one entry, got 30 days, get going. Stay tuned this month because we're going to be putting out a lot more videos of the Mare, as well as the first time I drove it and the me getting acquainted with this thing, because it's a little, it doesn't like anybody but Tony, so I had to love on it a little bit. Goodbye. What are you doing?
He's drooling on himself.
Do it for the gram. We have a Jello. We have a Kelly. We have a Tony.
We have a mini tub kit.
These, all this.
Got it. Nice array of parts from Team Z. We got lower torque boxes. We got upper torque boxes to replace the stock ones. Lower control arm mounts, upper control arms, lower control arms, and new anti-roll bar, all from Team Z.
How do you say that?
Team Z, anti-roll bar.
Anti.
Anti? It's like 2 syllables.
Anti or anti?
Annie?
Anti.
Annie? Kelly does a lot of work. In fact, I think he's one of the only
Kelly
ones
knows
that
how to
done
melt stuff together.
I
Yeah.
do. I'm good at gluing things together. With
So-
a glue gun. Hot glue gun.
Check it out. So we had new bead locks put on, and I had him push the wheel out to make the wheel wider. Lower it down slick so we could see what's going on here. Uh-oh. There you go. There you go.
Very sweet process you got there.
That was that damn anti-roll bar. So I had him push the wheel out as far as they could with the bead lock. You can see that nice tuck right there.
This is so nice.
Looks like an 80s IROC Z.
So nice.
Sweet.
We're gonna fix that up.
We're gonna fix that. So Kelly's he's gonna narrow the rear end, mini tub it, so this will tuck in another inch or so. It'll lower the car down. Adjustments for all the launching, because right now we have the relocated uppers on this,
Relocated up.
and they're really good for the street, and it worked good for all those years. But it once did this wheelie on radials like really bad. We had to add a lot of weight, and the shocks, the front struts are all the way tight. So we want adjustability, which all this has.
All
Yeah.
holes.
Yeah, all the holes, all the adjustment up here, so we'll be able to take out and put in anti-squat. So a lot of work. Kelly, previously, what did you do? You did, what did you do this thing before?
Recently we did the rear coilovers. The
Oh yes, rear coilovers.
front half.
Yeah, we did the front half,
Lower
which,
height.
come on this way. But this was already done when we broke the stock short block record, but he did all this. And motor plate, bid plated it.
Should have brought a light. It's fine. It's fine.
So yeah.
So yeah.
So we're gonna do all the rear stuff now. And for your safety, you're driving it this next time because you're a lot lighter.
Lightweight mod.
For your safety, we're putting in X bars. He's gonna do X bars. And more bracing back here because it was starting to twist. Yeah, you can. And we're gonna put a door bar in right here. There's no door bar, which we're gonna add this in. He wants out. So that's the start date. You gonna start cutting up today or no? Today. Today we're cutting. Okay. So all this is coming out. All the anti-roll bar that's been in there for a decade, and this is the upper control arm mount that makes the car do wheelies. All bolt in, right? This is all except for the anti-roll bar, but all this is bolt-in suspension that we put on the white car that can make your car hook in the dirt. Yeah, go ahead. Grand is coming out. Did you already disconnect the? Oh, yeah, you did. Not your first rodeo. Easy peasy. aluminum drums.
Grey Mare spec.
This bitch is dirty in here. We cut these on accident because we thought it was going to hit the anti-roll bar, but we didn't realize that shit separates. So this is original control arms that were on the Mare.
No,
Just
there
hack
was
it.
like
It's
4
just a
or
Mare.
5.
Just
So
hack
we
it.
have to make the line straight. That way when the tubs are in, they look nice and straight. They don't have all this beat up marks like your original tub. That's very nice, sir.
Well, we clearanced that ourselves.
I know. Self-clearance. That's a long time ago.
Yeah, we did it.
That's self mini tub.
Self-mini tub.
Mini tub by Sledgehammer.
Yeah. If you want to fit a 2810, it's a 7-pound sledge. If you want to fit a 2810.5, it's a 10-pound sledge. And a heat gun.
And some balls.
The heat gun? Really?
Oh,
Does
torch.
that help? Oh,
Torch.
torch.
No.
Yeah, you got to use a torch, but make sure your interior's out.
Torch gets shit on fire.
Lightning flange, and these are a gun drilled axle. And I don't have disc brakes. I have these wonky drum brakes, but this is an aluminum drum. So wonky. So it makes it more light. Yeah, beat that shit up. Yeah, we're just hacking the shit. Holding this and use this gorilla bending it.
Here, just to make you happy. Okay. Now you guys just get it.
Bigger hammer.
What was that?
More bigger hammer.
What?
More bigger hammer.
More bigger.
More bigger. This is all way stronger than stock stuff anyways.
Yeah, because they're not individual, they're tied into each other. That one's, it's a sheet metal that keeps them from, right? It's just this metal?
Yeah, it's these little piece of shit spot welds right here. These. That's what holds the Mustang together. Spot welds the size of that right there.
Now these are all beefed up, more stronger. Don't look at how dirty this is, everyone. This is not my style.
Nobody cares except for you.
So how do these line up?
Off these cool little notches right here. Stock frame rail notches. And then Team Z puts a little notch there.
I didn't know that these came with the roll of dimes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And then you just level it up in there.
That's a big hammer.
Just the right size.
Was it twisted too? There a little bit. No, not at all.
It's fine.
We're good. And so a little trick, instead of taking these out and getting them resplined, that looks like the engagement that was there before. They're gonna go in another inch because we're gonna narrow the end an inch, and this part right here tends to hit, or even if they butt each other, we can cut these off and then continue this spline with a grinder, and it doesn't hurt anything. He's done it before. Little tip that Kelly did.
We make our own splines with a cutoff wheel. Special Grey Mare spec.
Wondering how long it would take you to realize
I
it
noticed
wasn't
it.
recording.
I was noticing it.
No, you weren't.
I noticed
Like
it right
there's
now.
a huge red box around it when it is recording, and it's just not there.
Yeah, because I'm not paying attention to it. Yeah. I was mesmerized by you. So, you ready to drive it?
Why are you?
We got to wait till October?
October is good air.
Yeah.
It's getting to be water weather.
Give Tony a camera, and he's like those people that stand way too close to you when
Yeah.
they're talking to you. Like,
Hey, so how's this going?
yeah. So we're gonna do. Oh, I can't even do that.
she can't even.
She can't even do it. So this is the housing. Kelly cut these brackets off, the stock brackets.
Put some Zim ones on.
You're gonna put these Zim ones on.
Somewhere around there.
So he's gonna take an inch out of this housing. Narrow it an inch on each side, and then add these brackets. He already did the shock mounts, the coilover mounts, last year or year before.
Barely. It fits pretty good right there, and then I'll give it a couple little cute tacks.
Are you gonna tack it?
Tack.
Real cute like?
Yeah, tack.
How far did you move these in past the old where the old ones were?
2 inches.
Live action of the filming going down. Kelly getting down. We got old Test Wood getting down. Ms. Wood. We set these up exactly zeroed with the back cover. So if you ever do these. Yeah, and then we move these in 2 inches from stock. And then this is the scrap line to cut out this chunk and then re-weld it back on. So this guy right here hacked up my wrench, took this much out of it. About 1 inch on each side, roughly, because we want to get the car to sit down, about 2 inches. Yeah, we also added a brace here to keep it from going forward, and we also added a brace underneath for the lower control arms. Hopefully it reduces a lot of flexing on this. The car's so light that it may not flex too much anyways, but it's out of the car right now, so we decided to do it the best that we can, right? So we're hoping this car goes 1060 foot when it's back out with the stock motor. That would be the goal. If it doesn't do it, it's fine. As long as it goes more than 116, I'm happy, but it'll go. It only makes 600 horsepower, so. Got the shocks kind of going in. Waiting on some, well, we should have 10 inchers, but we have 12 inchers going back in right now. We have 12 inch 60s on deck. It should be tomorrow, but I think those are going to be too long still. So we're going to have to run a 10 60 because this car is so light. Anti-roll bars hooked up. They're powder painted. So we took the instant center brackets off. So with the bolt-on stuff that was on here, this would be higher, which increases the angle of that bar. Shortens the instant center. And the bottom bar was in the stock location. And it was only adjustable through length, so to square the rim. So now what we did is we took all the stock stuff that came as far as torque boxes out, put the upper control arm back to the rim, and then now we have all these adjustments through here to change the angle. And on the lower boxes we can change the angle, and on the rear end we can change the angle. So a lot of adjustability. What the way it was before is what the brackets were so aggressive that it would just wanted to wheelie, and it was hard to keep it down even with the struts full tight and weight on the front. So that's the goal here. That's why we did all this. So actually that was part of it, and then another part was I wanted to bead lock it, and since I was going to bead lock it, I was going to make the wheel wider. Since I was going to make the wheel wider, it was going to stick out, so I had to narrow the rear end. Since I was going to narrow the rear end, I was going to mini tub it, and since I was going to mini tub it, I was going to put upper and lower control arm boxes in it. And since that was going to happen, I was going to put more X bracing in and a new anti-roll bar. So it snowballed into this. That's how this car is. We're going to put it back on the scales and see how much we added with all the bars and bullshit. Or I don't think it's going to be lighter. It's definitely going to be heavier. Ooh, heavy. So it's 6 pounds heavier than what it was before with all the shit that we just did.
Hi, we're changing springs on this thing. It's at 26 3/4 inches right now. We want to lower it probably about 1 inch to right there. We mini tubbed it and narrowed the rear end so we have more clearance to get the butt a little lower. It had 12 inch 90s on it. We got 12 inch 65s to put on it, see if that helps. 12 inch 65s don't work, we might have to get some 10 inchers. So we're gonna change it and see. Don't cut towards yourself. As I cut towards myself. We didn't put bolts, spacers, or anything in. We're just making sure that these springs are right. Oh yeah. Are you kicking us out? Or are we being evicted?
The eviction notice has been sent.
Dang it.
What? Why my cuckoo? Look it, I got a new sticker.
Yeah, I put it on the last time we were here.
Put it on crooked with bubbles.
What? I told you there was bubbles. I told you you should have put it on. Did I not?
Crooked with bubbles.
Whatever. It's not crooked. It's off center because I had to get your little dude in the H. Yeah, look at them wheels in there.
Watch your head.
What was that?
It's out of fuel.
I think it's out of fuel. How far did you drive?
Nintendo. I didn't drive it at all. It leaks.
Cold? Is my light working? Yeah, look at it, it's working. Well, here we are. It's expensive, man. This thing's running rich. What did you do to this thing? I have to clean the carb.
What'd you do to it?
It needs to be tuned up.
I'll tune you up.
I bet you will. So that's it. Oh my goodness.